Through life, we go through a series of ups and downs. Not only things that happen externally, but internally as well. There's also the effect that those external things affect our internal things. We've all had experiences in our lives that we can say shaped us into who we are. We can apply that same idea to the experiences that we have with our friends. Proverbs 27:17 says that as iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. Through life, we see our friends as an external factor that affect who we are, the ones we encounter challenges with, and the ones that push us to grow. Taking from that, you are affected by your friends. Proverbs 13:20 says, "Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm." When you're around people for a while, you start to act like them. Growing up, did your parents ever say that they didn't want you to hang out with a certain person because of the way that you acted when you were around them? I had that. Growing up, my mom didn't want me to hang out with a certain person. She would always say that she didn't like the way that I acted when I was around them or the way I acted after I had been around them. Looking back now, I understand that the people that you spend your time with have an impact on you. They can change your attitude, just the way you talk, and lots of other things. Secondly, you're going to be challenged by your friends. As the verse says, as iron sharpens iron, you can think of it literally as two pieces of iron hitting against each other, or as when you're using a tool to sharpen a knife. As they hit against each other, there's friction, and it's sometimes hard, and the hard things hitting against each other, it clashes. Growing up, I had a mentor, and we used to hit heads all the time because we just disagreed on different things. I thought what I was doing was okay, and she may have disagreed, and a lot of times that we would hit heads. But as we did that, we would make each other better because we would open each other's eyes and to see things differently, and we just became better because of that as we continued to sharpen each other. Lastly, you are going to grow. When you have friends and you're sharpening each other, it creates accountability. The accountability comes from being able to call each other out on different circumstances. When you see that something is going wrong in a certain way, you can call someone out. And that accountability, in turn, allows you to learn from your mistakes, and you're able to grow from those mistakes. I talked about earlier, I had a mentor growing up, and many times when she would not agree with something that I was doing in my life, she would call me out. And from that, she was able to keep me accountable, and she was able to help me to learn from those mistakes, and in turn, I was able to grow from those. We can take away from this verse several things about our friends being an external factor in our lives. We learn that those people that we surround ourselves with will affect who we are, no matter what we think. So always be smart in picking who you're going to spend most of your time with. Know that it won't always be easy, but as you push through and continue to sharpen one another, you will continue to grow.